Hello, I'm Logic Bunny, and come with me down the rabbit hole of knowledge.
Ever wondered why your trash can seems to multiply overnight while your recycling bin? Well, it just sits there, patiently waiting. Where does all this asterisk stuff asterisk go? And what asterisk actually asterisk happens to it after you toss it in the blue bin? Maybe you felt it too, that little niggle of doubt. You recycle because you're told to, because it feels right. But do you asterisk really asterisk know what happens next? Does it even asterisk make asterisk a difference? It's like a secret, isn't it? We're all in on this. But what is the secret? Well, get ready to have your mind blown, because recycling isn't magic. It's not some mystical process that just asterisk happens asterisk. It's practical chemistry. And today, we're going to dive headfirst into the science that makes waste management asterisk work asterisk. Think of it like this. Imagine you're a detective and your recycling bin is the crime scene. We're going to uncover the clues, follow the evidence, and see how seemingly useless materials get transformed into something new. We're going to follow the lead of amazing scientists like Ibarra the Norio, who show us how to break down complex processes into simple steps. We'll journey through the science of sorting, the art of breaking down materials, and the amazing chemical reactions that turn old into new. We'll explore how your actions, the simple act of tossing something into the right bin, have a real impact. Prepare to see the world of recycling in a whole new light, because by the end of this, you'll not only understand what happens to your recycling, but you'll also see how you can be a part of something truly amazing. Stay curious. So, your recycling journey begins. Once your bin is collected, it's off to a recycling facility. Imagine a giant, high-tech playground where machines and people work together to sort through everything. It's like a massive puzzle, and the first step is separating the pieces. Huge machines rumble, using air jets, magnets, and optical scanners to separate plastics, paper, glass, and metals. It's a fascinating dance of technology and human effort. But here's a question. Why can't asterisk everything asterisk be recycled? Well, here's the secret. Not all materials are created equal, and that's where the sorting process becomes crucial. Contamination is the enemy. Think about it. A greasy pizza box can ruin an entire batch of paper. That's why it's so important to get it right. So, here's your recycling cheat sheet. First, rinse out your recyclables. Nobody likes a smelly bin, and it helps prevent attracting unwanted guests. Next, check your local guidelines. Different regions have different rules, so what's recyclable in one place might not be in another. A fun experiment. Perform a recycling audit in your home or school. What are you doing right? What could you improve? Share your discoveries in the comments. Remember, by understanding the sorting process, you're already becoming a recycling superhero. Stay curious. Let's bust a myth, shall we? Is all plastic the same? The answer, my friend, is a resounding no. Think of plastic like different types of Lego bricks. Each type has a different shape, size, and how they fit together. They're all plastic, but they're definitely not identical. We have PET, the kind you find in water bottles, HDPE, used in milk jugs, PVC, used for pipes. Each is a different recipe with its own unique chemical properties. So, what happens when we recycle plastic? Well, it often involves heat. Heat acts like a magic wand, breaking the bonds that hold the plastic together. This allows it to be melted down and reshaped. Now, before you go grabbing your hairdryer, safety first. Melting plastic at home can be dangerous. It can release harmful fumes. Always leave this to the professionals. But here's the exciting part. The chemistry of recycling allows us to create all sorts of amazing new things. Clothing, furniture, even playground equipment, all made from recycled plastic. So, let's think like chemists. What other incredible products could we create from recycled plastic? What problems could we solve? What can we imagine? Share your ideas in the comments. The possibilities are endless. Stay curious. Have you ever stopped to think about where paper comes from? And what happens to it when you crumple it up and toss it in the blue bin? Let's explore. Paper, as simple as it seems, has a fascinating story. It starts with trees, but the recycling process is where the real magic begins. So, how is paper recycled? It all starts with pulping. Imagine taking that piece of paper and breaking it down into its tiny fibers, like unmaking it. These fibers are then mixed with water, creating a slurry called pulp. Now, this pulp often contains ink, glue, and other unwanted materials. The next step is to remove these impurities. This involves a clever use of chemicals and water to clean the pulp. But before you start experimenting, safety is key. If you ever decide to try this at home, always wear gloves and eye protection when dealing with chemicals. And remember to dispose of chemical waste responsibly. Now, here's a fun challenge. Let's make our own recycled paper. It's a simple and rewarding experiment. Gather some old paper, water, a blender with adult supervision, and a few other basic supplies. With a little patience and creativity, you can transform old paper into something new. Follow the instructions and share your creations. It's amazing how, with a little science, we can give paper a second life. Stay curious. Let's talk about metals. They're different, aren't they? Strong, shiny, and incredibly useful. And that's why recycling metals is like elemental magic. Metals have unique properties. They can be melted down and reformed again and again without losing their quality. It's like a superpower. The best part? Recycling metals takes much less energy than creating new metal from scratch. So, what happens when we recycle metal? We melt it down and reshape it. Want to see it in action? With adult supervision, we can try a simple experiment. Take some aluminum foil and carefully melt it. Watch how it transforms, changing shape but remaining the same material. Recycling metals like aluminum, steel, and copper significantly reduces the need for mining, which can be harmful to the environment. It also saves energy and resources. So, next time you see a metal object, think about its potential. See if your community has metal recycling programs. Challenge yourself to identify different types of metals. The more we understand, the more we can make a difference. Stay curious. Have you ever seen a discarded glass bottle transform into something beautiful? A mosaic, a piece of art, or even a whole building? Glass is amazing. It's made from sand, a natural resource that melts down and reforms again and again. Like metal, it doesn't lose its quality when recycled. So, what happens to your glass bottles and jars? They're sorted by color and type, ensuring that the right glass goes into the right products. Then, they're melted down at incredibly high temperatures. This molten glass can then be used to create new bottles, jars, or even building materials. It's a closed-loop system that keeps the material in use. By recycling glass, we reduce the amount of waste that ends up in landfills. We also conserve natural resources like sand, which is used to make new glass. So, how can you get involved? Participate in your local glass recycling programs. And let's get creative. What are some ways you can reuse glass at home? Share your ideas with everyone in the comments. Stay curious. So, we've journeyed through the amazing world of recycling. We've explored the chemistry that makes it all possible. We've seen how different materials are sorted, broken down, and transformed into something new. We've learned that recycling isn't just about tossing things in a bin. It's about understanding the science behind the process, about making informed choices, and about the power of each and every one of us. But what can you do today? Well, the answer is simple. You can have a positive impact. You are the solution. Here are a few things you can do right now. Double check your local recycling guidelines. Rinse your recyclables and encourage your friends and family to recycle. 2. Every bottle, every can, every piece of paper recycled contributes to a cleaner, healthier planet. Just like Bill Nye, we believe in action. In getting involved and in making a difference? Share this video with your friends. Spread the word about recycling. Let's work together to create a more sustainable future, one piece of recycled material at a time. Because when you truly understand the science, the impact, and the power you have, you realize that recycling isn't just a chore. It's an adventure. It's a way to make a difference. Stay curious.